voices heard on the streets.
Born into a system constructed for failure. It's a sinking ship being manned by drunken sailors. And escape waters behind the bars of a jailer. And a smart attack.
I am here because I oppose HHS mandate.
I'm here to stand up for my religious freedom.
I am protesting the HHS mandate.
I believe that people should have a right to say no to contraceptions and no to abortion.
It prohibits me from practicing my religion properly.
I am utterly appalled by what's going on, and I want to stand up for my rights.
Exceptions in the mandate obviously do not allow for Catholic institutions such as universities, Catholic charities, or hospitals to not provide abortion-inducing drugs, sterilizations, and contraceptions.
Because it doesn't give us the freedom to live our conscience, to live as Christians.
And the Lord of the Flies wants you to kiss his ring. Follow new rules with invisible strings and become a puppet in a diabolical scheme. How do good men become a part of the regime? They don't believe in resistance.
And they're infringing upon our First Amendment rights by telling us that we only have the right to worship and not the right to practice our religion outside of just the four walls of our church.
We cannot accept people to get away with evil. If we are silent, we are accomplices of evil.
The Obama administration miscalculated because they have awakened a sleeping giant that is the body of Christ and all people of faith.
All these things that are supposedly helping women are really just making us more into objects. You know, it's first we're not good enough, so we have to be sex objects, and then once we become sex objects, it's like, oh, but wait a minute, you know, you can make kids, so then you have to take these pills. But when the pills don't work, you have to go into different things like abortion, because surgery is better than just, you know, medication. So it's I'm highly offended by it, you know, just as a woman.
And in the face of the HHS mandate, what that looks like to me is basically the government trying to say to the individual, this is what you can do and this is what you can't do, and we will go to lengths to make sure this is put into effect. So it just feels largely like an assault on my personal individual liberties.
Number one, overcome every fear of regret and confusion. It's all an illusion, delusion, sent to disconnect the holy fusion of the spirit in the flesh. Every mortal breath's meant to bring forth fire, but only when the fear of death gets consumed on the funeral pyre. So let the flames rise higher, and let every man be considered.
Every religion, Jewish, Muslim, every religion who believe in God should be standing here